Hey, I am Jessica, and I am stepping out of my comfort zone quite a bit to make some videos and share some things about myself and my family and our current situation. Um, the biggest reason for starting these videos and the fundraisers that are attached to this account, including the GoFundMe, um, is because we are a family of five, and my husband works full time. And despite some health issues, I work a couple of jobs. But I put in full-time hours. Um, our daughter is our oldest. She has stepped up to help me keep the house running, as far as keeping things clean and handling meals, running errands, so that I am able to put in some extra work hours. In order to try to uh, raise the funds that we need. Um, our oldest son, who is our middle kiddo, he now works technically part-time, um, but he still gets really good hours. And then our youngest son is starting high school this actually in like 3 weeks. Um, we are homeschoolers, and so I am responsible for his education. We've already graduated his older siblings. One of my jobs is teaching with an organization that offers classes to homeschooling families. We meet once a week. This year, I will be teaching 6 classes. Sorry, I had to think about that. Um, I will be teaching 6 classes. I'm still hoping to get some more students signed up for those, so that my tuition payments are able to help us with our expenses. Um, in addition to that, I'm an author. I just yesterday signed a contract to create what is going to be my third science curriculum for homeschooling families. This one will be a chemistry course, so I'm pretty excited about that. Um, and then my third job is I own my own small business, making uh, crafted gift items, things like quilts and stuffed animals. The reason all all of the videos and fundraising and everything is happening is for several months, the most reliable of our two vehicles, the vehicle that my kids and I share, has been without working air conditioning. We did pay several $100s to try to have it fixed, um, and it did not fix the problem. It's not, I want to say it's not a huge issue. I know there are plenty of people who um, drive vehicles without air conditioning. Um, we live in Georgia, and Um, if any of you have been to Georgia in the summer, it's not always very pleasant. Um, I I have some health issues, um, and it makes it very difficult for me to spend much time um, in the heat. Um, it triggers some health problems that then in turn kind of make it difficult for me to work for a couple of days. Um, I was actually going to film this video and set up all of our fundraising links and everything yesterday. Um, but I actually had a public speaking engagement yesterday morning, and the half-hour drive there, the event, and then the half-hour drive home triggered a flare with some of my health issues. Um, and I actually was struggling to move yesterday. Um, it's the reason I have three part-time jobs instead of a regular full-time job. It gives me flexibility to do a lot of my work from home. Um, and for the most part, to do it when I'm feeling well. Um, Thankfully, um, my health is better than it has been in the past. We put a good amount of effort and energy into trying to keep it managed, but it's never predictable, and it's okay. It's okay though. So we have been told by the mechanic what he suspects the problem with the air conditioning might be and how many hundreds of dollars it will cost to fix. Um, so that is a priority for us. But the other bigger part of our problem is the older of our two vehicles, the vehicle that my husband drives, has a rather nasty habit of shutting off while you're driving it. And so for the safety of the rest of us in the family, he drives it back and forth to work, and that's about all we try to do in that vehicle. Um, we have been looking for several months to try to find a replacement. Um, the biggest problem we are having is our our kids are grown up. They're not little kids, and m my middle son, my oldest son, is 6 foot tall, like his dad, and so trying to find a vehicle that is third row, um, that is within our budget, so that we can reasonably afford payments and insurance has proven very difficult. Um, they sell very quickly in our area, and there's been a couple of times where we thought we might have gotten something, and then hidden fees and changed payments, then made it out of our reach. So the goal with the fundraising is to first fix the air conditioning in the car that works well, even though it's a tight fit when all five of us try to get in it. Um, it's better than nothing. And so we're very thankful for that. But we would love um, for me to be able to spend a little more time in the vehicle without paying the price later, as far as my health is concerned. Um, and then once we can take care of that, um, securing a used vehicle to replace my husband's before it completely stops working, um, is our second goal. So, um, we are trying to set as much money aside from our own income, um, from the work that I do mostly, because my husband's income takes care of bills and groceries and things like that. And we are really trying to limit debt. We don't want to resort to credit cards and things like that. We would rather work to make the things that we are selling in order to raise funds. Um, and we really don't expect donations to the GoFundMe, um, but it's usually a suggestion that people give when you start trying to raise funds. It also enables me another route of sharing the links. Um, so yeah, um, I don't know how long I've rambled. Um, but if you guys stick around any length of time, you'll learn very quickly that I would rather be in a classroom in front of my middle schoolers and high schoolers than having to um, talk to a video camera. So I I tend to get awkward and I apologize for that. But we're gonna be real and we're gonna be honest and um I'm going to use these videos as an opportunity to let you guys get to know more about us, to share updates on how the fundraising is going, and hopefully be able to let you guys know um, when we get our tracks fixed, and hopefully sooner rather than later, um, find a replacement for my husband's vehicle. So that's what's going on. That's what you guys can expect from these videos. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to check us out. And if you consider purchasing, um, thank you so much. Um, and we are very, very grateful for your help in making this all happen a little sooner. So, bye.